Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Amish Country Gardener. Today we are out here planting beets. So come on, I want to show you how we do it. It's time for planting beets. Of course, to get started, I had to hop on old Betsy and till the area I'm going to plant. I went over the area a few times because the ground needs to be as fine as possible. Beet seeds are very small. Here I am using the push plow again. Now for beets, I'm making 4 furrows about 6 to 8 inches apart from each other. I grow my rows of beets pretty close together, sort of like in a long block. I find that this density cuts down on weeds and makes the weeding you do have to do a lot easier. I grow a type of beet called cylindra. Cylindras grow long and narrow. This is different than common types of beets like Detroit Red that grow round like a softball. I found I can pack the cylindra seeds really close together, and as they come up, they will push each other out of the way and continue growing. When it comes to planting the seeds, instead of trying to meticulously place them, I found it's easier to just snip the corner off the seed package and shake them out down the row. Again, I'm not worried about the seed density. I prefer them to be a little thicker. Now, each beet seed is not actually one seed. They are seed clusters. There can be 2, 3, or even more seeds stuck together. Zooming in, you can see how each seed is actually a cluster. This, coupled with high planting density, will create thousands of beets. Now, when it's time to cover the beets, you only want to cover them with about a ½ inch of soil. Beet seeds are very small. Any more than this, and they won't be able to push up through the soil. Also, any clumpy ground like roots and rocks will stop them completely. Further down the row, I used a different strategy. Because the ground on this end was extremely clumpy, I got fine loose dirt from another location in the garden and used it to cover the seeds. Afterwards, I went back and removed all the clumps that were exposed by the push plow. Like I always do, I use a water-permeable ground cover to block weeds. I'm putting this ground cover on both sides of the beet bed. Not only does this stop excess weeds, but it also becomes a walking pathway. Then I use steel sod staples to keep the ground cover in place. Now, even after gardening for many years, I always somehow seem to accidentally step into the place where I just planted. Try not to do this, but if you do, just go back and fix it. The last thing is giving the beets a good watering. In about a week, these beets should be up through the soil. I'll keep track of how many beets I harvest out of this bed as the season progresses. So thanks for joining in. Give us a like, click subscribe. We'll see you next time here at Amish Country Gardener.